That's right, everyone. It's election time, and everyone's starting to think about who they're putting on the ballot. Well, probably in this case, everyone knows by now who they're already going to vote for, right? So in this video, I want to talk about who I'm voting for during this election season to help level up my personal finances. And truly, there's only one choice, okay? And this is the person that I'll be voting for that I think can help me with my personal finances the most. And just for some extra context, my name's Chris. I've been an accountant for 10 years now. My wife and I paid down $43,000 worth of debt. We have a $1 million net worth and counting. And I'm actually helping people every single day with their own personal finances. But there's really one person to choose. There's really one person to elect on November 4th. And the person is yourself, right? So the person that I'm voting for to help with my personal finances is me. And the person that you should be voting for to help you is you. Because I think that too many people just get caught up in all this nonsense about like following a person, following, a color, right? Blue or red. And they think that this person, whoever you're voting for, whoever you're actually voting for, okay, is going to save you. And that's just not really the case. Everyone talks a big game when they're trying to be elected, right? But at the end of the day, like, how significant of a change are you going to feel based on when we switch leadership? And especially if you're someone that is living paycheck to paycheck, if you don't feel like you have any money left over at the end of the month, like, the amount of change that's going to actually happen for you is pretty minimal, okay? And that's why I just think getting caught up in this is just a waste of time. And this is just my personal opinion on this. Obviously, if you have passion towards this, like, keep the passion, because I think a lot of people don't have passion towards things. So I think just in general, just have passion towards something, 1, 2, 5 things, right? So if this is one of your things, if, following a political party is one of the things, or following a political figure is one of the things, then just keep doing that. But for me, I'm not paying attention to this at all. I removed actually all the distractions from my life when our second kid was born about 5 months ago. I'm probably gonna be the last person on this earth or in this country that actually knows who was elected president, okay? So I just don't care. So actually down in the comments, if you're watching this after the election, just let me know who won, because I'm not gonna know. Because I'm focused on things that I can control. That's just the truth. That's what my wife and I are focusing on, things that we can control. So what are things that we can control? We can control being a husband and a wife to each other. We can control being a mom and a dad to our 2 kids. We can control our income coming in, right? We can control our expenses going out. We can control all of these things. So for us, life is more about intentionality. It's not about sitting around watching Netflix, waiting for some person to come save us. Like your life's not gonna change after this. So if you feel stuck, here's what I would do, and here's what I have been doing, right? Because when I'm trying to build up this personal finance business thing that I have going on, I had to reduce distractions. I need to fill my day with the things that are most important to me. And right now, that's, again, being a husband, being a dad, my 9-to-5 job, because I still have that pays the bills, right? And then this, like, creating content, trying to help people with their personal finances. Like, those are the things, and those are the only things that matter to me right now. So if there's something going on in my life that doesn't align with those and doesn't match those, then I'm just not gonna do it. And I'm just not gonna let that distract me, right? So again, like, for another example, I'm a big sports fan. So I'm a big basketball fan, I'm a big football fan. I haven't watched any of those sports in months. Like, I have no idea what's going on in the NFL season right now. I used to do fantasy, and I used to play all this stuff, and I was so invested, and I just can't spend the time on that. I can't put my mental capacity cannot focus on that right now, because again, no one's coming to save me. So are the players on the football field going to help me reach our financial goals? No. Is the person sitting in the White House going to help us be more intentional with our finances and align our money with what is most important to us? No. So that's kind of where I stand with this, guys. I can't be wasting my time with doing this, and I'm making this video to hopefully put a light on this for you. Like, if you feel like, again, you're living paycheck to paycheck, if you're poor, if you have a crap ton of debt, okay, if you have no money in your investment account, if you have no savings like most Americans do, I think it's something like 60% of Americans don't have $2,000 saved up or something crazy like that. It's insane, guys. And like, if you think a person sitting in a white building is going to help you, like, I don't know if that's really the case or not. I just think you have to look more, and you have to be more intentional. You have to take more ownership. So if you want to blame like the government for the economy or for inflation or for the cost of living, like, go ahead. But there's people that are winning. with all of this happening. And it's because they're being intentional with trying to make more money, trying to actually look at their finances, like, budget. I know it's a crazy concept, but you got to budget, because budgeting is about being intentional with your finances. It's not about necessarily cutting your finances. And for full transparency, that's something that we've actually been focusing even more on, because our 5-month-old just went into daycare about a month ago. So our daycare bill has doubled. Okay. And that's been pretty significant. It went from $1,200 when it was just our son, and now it's $2,400 a month, and it's just insane. It eats up a big portion of our monthly income. Okay, and so that means we have to be more intentional with where we're spending our money, where we're spending our time, where we're spending our resources. And I just think this applies to everyone. Like, everyone has something in their life, and everyone's busy, and everyone's got all this stuff going on. But at the root of it, your finances have to take priority, because if you feel stuck, like, the only way out of it is to focus your attention on it and do something about it, like track. When I started budgeting 10 years ago, it wasn't some like crazy budgeting spreadsheet with macros and charts and all this other stuff. It literally was just out of need, because I had no idea how much was in my bank account. I didn't even know to the nearest $1,000, okay, what was in my bank account. So it just started off by me knowing how much was in my bank account. Like, that seems important. Let me track this, right? And then it turned into, okay, well, am I increasing my bank account every month? Is it going down? Is it staying the same? And then I track that. And then it's like, well, I should probably know like how the money's being spent. So I know, is it being efficient? Am I putting money towards the things that matter most? And then every level that you take, you find this new thing that you can sort of optimize, and it really just helps you level up, and it really helps you create financial goals. It helps you be more intentional. And that's how I mentioned at the beginning of this video, that's how my wife and I were able to pay off $43,000 in 13 months, okay, worth of debt. It's because we were intentional with what we were doing and how we were spending, and what our priorities were. And we were just cutting all the fat off, or cutting everything else off, because we just knew that paying down our debt faster was going to allow us to put that money that we were putting towards our debt towards the next financial goal, right? And this was before we had kids. So we were like, we have to be completely debt-free except for our mortgage, so that we can focus on building our future for us, building our kids' future, right? Like their future education. Just understand that the things that are pulling your attention are the things that are going to hold you back. So to circle back to the beginning of this video, vote for yourself this election season, okay? Look for yourself on the ballot. If you're not on the ballot, pencil yourself in, check yourself off, send in your vote, and vote for yourself, vote for your family, because you're the only one that should be caring about your personal finances. The person that sits in the White House is not going to care about you personally. There's hundreds of millions of people in this country, so it's like, they don't know who you are. The only person that can care, and the only person that can get you out of your situation, is you. That's actually the best part. Once you look at your finances in the mirror, you're like, oh shit, like this sucks. I have made many mistakes. Once you own that, then it's like, okay, I've made mistakes, but I'm the one that can fix it. So this is great. So how can I, what goals do I want to reach? How can I reverse engineer my way to those? Do I need to increase my income? Probably. Do I need to be more intentional with my finances and my spending? Probably. Should I be doing both of those at the exact same time? Probably. Okay. So now you're seeing where I'm going with this. I hope this video helped you. Let me know down in the comments what you want to see next. I'm uploading daily videos. I'll see you in the next one.